don't care about your feelings. I just wanna be alone. Love is lost, but now I'm healing. I gotta do this on my own.
So I Think I'm in Love is probably one of my most favorite songs. Not because it is a song that, that I wrote and with Kyle and Lee, but it's a song that is personal to me. How it came about is just one evening at home, and it led to just a moment of, how can I say, Lee, help me out, of
truth. I think it is truth. Yeah.
Moment of truth, and also a little bit of a disagreement, but that came to a beautiful story. The inspiration behind it is it's Lee, his story, his life, and just how I got to be part of his life. And I think we should just elaborate more on the story.
Thanks, Amy. It's for us, we often find ourselves in the studio late at night, and we just kind of playing around with ideas and listening to a few beats perhaps, or just pen on paper kind of thing with a guitar perhaps. But on this one, it was in a personal experience over a period of time, I think. And it kind of came to a head, where we discussed things and spoke about a few things in life, really. And then it just became from words and thoughts and feelings to actual words on paper, at which point we kind of played around, and Amy was on the keys kind of punting it away. And that's how it started. Something from real truth, isn't it? Real life experience.
Real truth. Basically, when I started the song, I'm not going to say that I was smiling. I was definitely feeling all the feels. And at the time when I was, playing piano, well, not like a piano, but it's a little, little keyboard, playing the notes on there. And I can't play piano to save my life, so I just literally played what I was feeling at the time. And when I played and I started with, I don't care about your feelings, I just want to be alone. And in my head, I'm like, Amy, why are you writing a sad song? We don't write sad songs. So it has to turn somewhere along the way. And that's where I called Lee in and I said, listen, I've worked on something. Let me know what you think. And when Lee heard it, he was like, okay, cool. This is definitely about me here. So I'm just going to step out of the room. And I said, no, don't step out of the room. Yeah. Let's go through this together. And he ended up helping, to write it as well. And that's how we sent it off to Kyle. And Kyle called us immediately to say oh
don't
my
gosh,
don't go to sleep.
So I get this WhatsApp voice note from Lee and Amy, but came through from Amy and said, listen to this and tell me, what do you think, kind of thing. Okay. Listened. And about 10 seconds in, I said, okay, cool, phoned. What happened? Who made you cross? What happened? What's going on here? She's like, no, what do you think? I said, the song it's gold, man. It's gold. And that was about 7:30 or 8 o'clock the night or something. And then that whole night we just went back and forth. I was like, don't go sleep yet. Are you still awake? Don't go sleep. I'm going to sleep. And then I sent a pre-production through, honestly, by maybe about, I think it was about 1 o'clock the next morning. And then it just went. It was just one of those songs that just inspired me massively. Obviously, I got it and then immediately canned everything else and worked on it for the next 5-6 hours.
I said to Amy, Kyle being someone that we've known in the industry for some time, this isn't the first song we've done together. We always seem to just gel and work well, whether it's musically or personally. It's a friend of ours as well as a fantastic producer. But for me, it was great to send it to Kyle because it was something personal to us. And it wasn't just to send it to any producer. Someone that's going to get us, someone that knows us, someone that feels the song with us. And you'll hear, as you hear the song, every single piece of that song is put in there to create the emotion and everything that I was feeling at the time, Amy was feeling at the time. And for me, I'm certainly happy we did send it to Kyle because everything we wanted to come through from that night to the day the listeners hear it on radio or downstreams, whatever it may be, your downloads, whatever it is, it's come through the song, every single part of the song. And I'm glad we did it that way.
it was funny. It was one of those things where as soon as I heard it, I immediately was like, okay, this is the feel it's got to have. This is the kind of sound design and sonic soundscape that the track needs to have. I actually, as soon as I heard it, I thought of Whitney Houston, I Want to Dance with Somebody, because it's a pop track. It makes you feel good. It's one of the songs that I think will stand the test of time. And there's another shout out to Amy, just in case I don't have enough credits yet with her and Lee. But the thing for me is always that my first choice is to work on a song, right, that is a song that's going to be remembered. Mm-hmm. I'm not interested in a song, even if it's going to be a number one smash hit, I'm not interested in a song that's going to do that purely because it's using the correct sound in terms of everyone's using this right now in the industry, everyone's using these vocal effects, and this is exactly what the formula has to be, blah 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 blah, because those songs will become big and they'll stay there for 3, 4, 5 weeks or whatever, but then they're gone, but you take a song that has meaning and substance and art as a foundation, those songs will live forever. There's a reason that we all listen to songs from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Now, all of those songs that we listen to from those eras are songs that connected with us.
Just stay open-minded when it comes to creating music, and not to be fixated on this is what it must sound like, this is how it needs to be. But if you're open-minded, it just changes your whole world. It could change like one line, one note, literally change the whole feel of I Think I'm in Love. And it didn't take us long to actually realize what note it was.
No, that's true.
But it's amazing how one thing could make a song worlds apart.
Kyle's taken basically what Amy created from a writer's point of view, and he's applied it to his talent, artistry, and delivered from a production point of view. And that's why a song is a hit. The two have to go together. And I think once that gets delivered from a great story you're writing about to hitting every part in a production point, you've got the full package. And then from there it just develops, and it creates people wanting to hear more about you, about the producer, and everything that you have to offer.
The one message I'd like to push across from my side, and this includes Amy and Lee, is that you can create a hit song still being 100% true to the song itself, as opposed to just making something that sounds the way we're told it needs to in order to fit the mold of what's on the radio.
You could never set yourself up to write a hit and say, okay, today I'm going to write a hit, because then you won't write a hit. I think you should just be led by emotion, should be led by what you're feeling at the time.